First things first, something you may or may not have missed is that Jay Weinberg from Slipknot was let go on November 5th after Slipknot made the announcement and stated that they decided to make a creative decision and to part ways with Jay, with no further explanation. So pretty vague, you know. They didn't even really like have a replacement or anything. They just kind of let him go. So Weinberg has issued his own statement on the matter, saying he was heartbroken and blindsided to receive the call, but is massively appreciative of all the fans for their support. Or as Weinberg puts it, "This isn't the end. I'm thrilled to discover what the future has in store for us." He said, "I sometimes wonder what it would be like to pay a visit to my wide-eyed 10-year-old self, falling head over heels in love with a new exciting sound and culture, and tell him all about the last 10 years. Even on the hardest days, I'd like to think he'd be stoked about the adventure that was in store for him." So yeah, you know, he had a pretty good reaction overall. Like, yeah, I know he was, you know, heartbroken and blindsided, you know. Yeah, because, I mean, I guess it's like a creative issue, according to them. But Slipknot has yet to announce a replacement for Weinberg. Weinberg joined Slipknot back in 2014. He actually replaced Joey Jordison, who left the band in 2013. So yeah, this is the first shakeup to Slipknot's lineup this year. Either they part ways with the sampler and keyboardist Craig as well. So they're definitely making changes. No, not too many notes on it, you know, as far as what's actually happening there and why they're making these changes. But it's certainly curious. So I wonder what's going on with Slipknot. Hopefully, everything is good with the integrity of the band. You know, it kind of sucks that Jay got fired. You know, he didn't get replaced for anybody. You know, they just decided not to have him. So sad. It's sad, but we wish the best for him. Next source of news is, in case you missed, the fans rioted after a Bring Me the Horizon show canceled midway through. So, I mean, I don't know. Bring Me the Horizon has definitely gotten a lot softer. They used to be a lot heavier, more kind of like towards Suicide Silence, and now they're kind of, I guess, a little bit kind of stirring away from the more deathcore, and I guess it's more of like a light metalcore. So yeah, Bring Me the Horizon got 11 songs into their set before technical and structural issues caused them to not only shut things down, but to cancel the next day's shows as well. Fans weren't thrilled about this news, and there was a riot, as you'll see in the footage below. They issued a statement: "While we were performing last night, we got pulled off after one of our songs due to concerns for our crew and some of the local crew at the staging. The trust basically allowed the venue was structurally unsound," explained Bring Me the Horizon vocalist Ollie Sykes in an Instagram story. "It was bouncing so much that a lot of the video monitor speakers, basically everything was bouncing at a really concerning amount, and there were serious concerns that something would happen. The structure could have fallen and hurt people or worse. But so we had no choice to cancel the show." So, I mean, I think that's a good reason to step out. I mean, not good for that venue, you know. They definitely, I mean, why be a venue if you can't, you know, have everything, the safety codes in order, you know. Let's check this out.
Masnya gimana mas? Tanggapannya mas?
Bisa berkata-kata.
It's Indonesia. It's in Indonesia, so
Aduh.
you may not understand
Gila.
some of this. It's a compilation, so everything kind of be cut off a little bit.
Jadi kita harus stop show.
So I guess this guy comes out and announces they have to stop due to technical issues.
Kita punya masalah di stage. Jadi kita
Yeah, I wish it showed a little bit more of like what the difficulties were, but it's kind of, the video isn't really fully conducive. Let me see. So they announce, and I guess everyone starts just storming the stage. It's like if it's like January 6th, but with Indonesian scene kids instead of MAGA people. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's just them screwing around, you know. There's a lot of people, though. Must have been a huge fest. And I guess they're just like they just pretty much wanted to take over the performance themselves, even though it's like supposedly supposed to be unsafe in this place. And these guys did not give a shit. So yeah, I mean, that's Bring Me the Horizon fans for you. But I mean, it's Bring Me the Horizon, so it's not that big of a deal, you know. People go crazy. Okay, so next up, Linkin Park is sued by ex-bassist Kyle Christian over writing credits and unpaid royalties for materials written in the late 90s since they released the 20th anniversary box set edition of Hybrid Theory. It was filed in the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California on November 8th. And apparently, yeah, he's a former member who collaborated and recorded numerous songs with the band. He claimed that the bonus material contained on the 20th anniversary box set edition features his writing and playing on more than 20 songs, including a previously unreleased track called Could Have Been. So I guess he could have been paid for that. Boom, oh, got him. Yeah, so it appears that, you know, that he worked on a lot of tracks. He originally formed his bass parts were replaced, which he discovered later to not be the case. Oh, he was told. Okay. So he claims that he was originally informed his bass parts were replaced, which he discovered to not be the case. Though Kirshner was once under the misconception that his bass parts were recorded on the EP after he left the band, is upon closer review identified his bass playing on the edition of the EP, including the box set, reads a portion of the lawsuit. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's fair that, you know, they pay him. If they didn't release if they didn't re-record his bass parts, then yeah, they need to be paying him, you know. I think it's that simple. Sorry, guys. I mean, y'all released an old thing, you know, that has some of his recordings. Maybe they thought he did get away with it. But, yeah. So, you know, hopefully that gets worked out. And last but not least, the Black Dahlia Murder is recording a new album. They're currently in the studio with guitarist Brian Eschbach taking over vocal duties from the late and great Trevor Strnad. And, with their guitarist Ryan Knight since Abysmal. The record is being recorded by Mark Lewis, record everything the Black Dahlia did from Nocturnal 2007 to Abysmal. And the news comes from Alan Cassidy, who has the following to say on Instagram: literally just finished drums for the Black Dahlia Murder album, and number 5 for me, and to say I'm exhausted is an understatement. So pumped for you all to hear it. Very proud of what we've written, and it's some of the favorite stuff we've done so far. I wish Trev could hear it because I think he'd be just as proud and excited, if not more so. But yeah, it's awesome. Can't wait for the next Black Dahlia album to come out. Interested to see how Brian will do recording vocals. He sounded pretty good live, so in honor of the late and great Trevor Strnad, we will start off this mellow show with some Black Dahlia from the Eula Mall DVD. Let's go.